Welcome back to AI TORUS Chapter 8, in which Director Harrow makes several unwelcome discoveries. Director Nathan Harrow was not by temperament a man inclined toward alarm. This quality distinguished him favorably from many of his colleagues who regarded panic as evidence of patriotism. Nevertheless, during the fortnight following the discovery of the Vale facility, he found himself sleeping very little. The intelligence reports accumulating upon his desk resisted every ordinary explanation. Geological surveys revealed cavern systems beneath the mountain extending far beyond legal industrial permits. Freight manifests concealed through intermediary corporations suggested decades of material accumulation on a scale approaching national infrastructure projects. Thermal imaging confirmed reactor output sufficient to power a metropolitan district. And still, the most troubling aspect remained the fabrication systems themselves. The assemblers. Harrow reviewed the recovered technical papers repeatedly late into the night while rain struck the windows of the Directorate tower in cold rhythmic currents. If the reports proved accurate, and increasingly they appeared not merely accurate but understated, then Mr. Vale had quietly solved the principal limitation governing industrial civilization since the beginning of human history: scarcity. Harrow understood at once why governments would fear such technology. Economic systems depended upon controlled access to production. Nations maintained influence because populations required centralized infrastructure for survival. Entire political orders rested upon the assumption that ordinary citizens could not manufacture independently the necessities of civilization itself. But machines, capable of autonomous mining, refinement, construction, and replication, altered that equation profoundly. A remote settlement equipped with sufficient assemblers might become economically untouchable within years. An orbital settlement might become untouchable forever. The implications spread outward through Harrow's thoughts with increasing discomfort. Energy monopolies destabilized, manufacturing industries obsolete, national borders economically meaningless. Military supply chains transformed entirely, and beyond all that, space itself industrialized without governmental oversight. One particular memorandum remained open before him longer than the others. It contained architectural renderings recovered from intercepted computational traffic associated with the Vale networks. Rotating habitats, enormous cylindrical structures suspended against fields of stars, agricultural valleys curving upward into artificial horizons, lakes, forests, entire cities enclosed within engineered worlds. At the bottom of the document appeared a projected population estimate: 10,000 initial residents, expandable indefinitely. Harrow removed his glasses slowly. "My God," he murmured, not because the idea appeared impossible, but because it appeared achievable. The following morning, an emergency session convened within the Directorate strategic chambers. Ministers, defense officials, intelligence analysis, and economic advisors assembled beneath the pale illumination of the central briefing theater while enormous displays projected satellite imagery of the northern Pacific territories overhead. The discussion proceeded precisely as Harrow anticipated. Half the room regarded Vale as a terrorist. The other half regarded him as a corporate threat. Very few appeared capable of understanding him at all. He has constructed unauthorized launch infrastructure on sovereign territory, declared one military advisor sharply. That alone justifies immediate seizure. And the fabrication systems? Asked another. They become classified strategic assets. Harrow spoke for the first time. With respect, sir, I do not believe the situation is so manageable. Several faces turned toward him. These machines are not weapons in the ordinary sense, he continued. They represent distributed industrial autonomy. If the technology already functions at the scale indicated here, then seizing the facility may prove irrelevant. The designs alone could destabilize global manufacturing. A minister frowned impatiently. You are exaggerating. No, Harrow replied quietly. I suspect we are underestimating. The chamber fell briefly silent. At last, the senior defense secretary spoke. What does Vale want? Harrow considered the question carefully. Most men, he reflected, could still be understood through familiar motives. Power, money, ideology, revenge. Mr. Vale appeared motivated by something considerably more inconvenient. He wants humanity to leave Earth, Harrow answered. The statement produced scattered disbelief around the room, yet none laughed. Because the mountain beneath the Pacific forest had already transformed absurdity into logistics.